The team collector. Taking the comfort of streams ahead, Java 12 has added a new collector feature that merges the result of two collectors. Let's say, for an example, that you wanted to extract two different results from the very same stream. We would have to create a separate stream and then extract those results individually and then move ahead. Java 12 enables us to do it at one shot. As per the official Java documentation, team collector returns a collector that is a composite of two downstream collectors. Every element passed to the resulting collector is processed by both downstream collectors, then their results are merged using the specified merge function into the final result. Let us consider an example to understand it better. Let's say we have a list of students available with us. Here is a sample student class which has attributes student ID, first name and last name, and each of the individual student enrolls for certain subjects. So we have a list of subjects. If we go to the subjects class, it just has two attributes, subject name and marks. Now let's say we have a requirement wherein we want to calculate the total marks obtained by each of the student as well as the highest mark in any subject obtained by that individual student. If we were to do this operation via normal streams, we would have to carry out two different stream operations, one for calculating the highest marks and another one for calculating the total marks. We can very well use the team collector to obtain this requirement or to fulfill this requirement in one shot. Let's take a look at a sample program that helps us to achieve this. Let's say this team sample program is initializing three different students, student 1, student 2 and student 3 with IDs 1, 2 and 3 and the other values for these attributes, the first name and the last name. Now each of the individual student is having some subjects that the student has taken and the marks obtained in those subjects. So let's say student 1 subjects consists of physics, chemistry and mathematics, and each of the individual students have obtained some marks in each of the individual subjects. Now what we do, if we can see over in line number 20 to 22, we are setting the subjects for the student objects that we created earlier. And then finally, in line number 24, we have a list of students consisting of student 1, student 2 and student 3. Now, let's say we want to find the total marks and the highest mark for each of the individual student. If we use plain vanilla streams API, we would have to run two iterations by creating two different streams. But if we go with team collector, we can do that in one shot. Let's see how we can use the team collector to achieve this in one shot. So first of all, if we see in line number 30, we are creating a stream on the list of the students. Then for each of the student, we pick up their subjects, and then for each of the subjects, we create a stream. And then what we are trying to do is when we call the collect, we are invoking collectors.team. And what this helps us to achieve is using the same stream that we kind of are running on the student.subjects, we can sum all the marks for each of the individual subjects, as well as at the same time we can calculate the maximum marks obtained in a particular subject for an individual student. And this is how finally we get two values. One is consisting of the sum of all the marks in different subjects, and the second is consisting of the maximum marks obtained by an individual student. And finally we can put that in a hash map and return this hash map. And finally, in line number 42, we are printing this hash map. Let's see what is the result of this. As we see, like the individual students had these attributes, the ID, first name and last name, and each of the subjects had two attributes, the subject name and the marks obtained by the students. So we created the subjects list and we assigned the set of the subjects to the student subjects attribute. Finally, when we run it, we can see that we have a hash map consisting of the name of the student as well as the total marks obtained by the student and the highest that was obtained in a particular subject. Thus, in one shot, using team collector, we can completely get these two values that would have not been possible without team, and we'll have to have two streams run separately to extract these values. Thank you.